See, there's the mess. See what's happening? Yes. This is the dining room. This end. There's a lovely room. That's the ante room. But it's a conglomeration. The oldest part, which was severely damaged, lost its roof, was surviving part of the 1825 Coast Guard station, which was here when the army arrived.
So that was the other end then, the original?
No, it was the other end of the library, the other end of that left-hand bit.
Yeah.
And then when they first arrived, the army had this half of the Coast Guard station. It's quite a long one, almost the length of present quarters, you know. And the Coast Guard stayed in the other half until the expansion took place and they had to get out. They built a new one on South Shoebury Common, which no longer exists. And so then they added on to that little bit of Coast Guard, onto the Coast Guard station, had what is now, latterly was a library. Then they added on what was a mess room, which later then became an ante-room when the mess room was built in 1898. And in 1898 they also knocked down the whole Coast Guard station, built the present quarters, except this tiny little bit left.
Now that part there was the...
This is the latest bit, 1898.
What was its function?
This is the dining room.
Dining room, yeah. And that one there was the...
That was the originally dining room when it was built in 1859.
Right.
But when this was built, it became the anteroom.
Anteroom.
And beyond that was the library, built in about 1852, which is 2 stories. The only 2-story part of this end had bedrooms upstairs. The library was the original anteroom. That's everybody called it.
This is the old drill.
Which is, well, I first came in 9 months ago, but when we actually physically bought the building and got possession of it, I think it's now about 6 weeks ago, somewhere around there. And literally, it was like knee-high or waist-high. It was rubbish, excrement. It was terrible. All the walls were graffitied, vandalised. It was all the electrics. So you have like all the electrics go around. Everyone took all of the copper out. So far we've taken out 20 tonnes of rubbish when they stopped using this to actually teach gunnery. And what they used to have, and this is something I'm trying to find out a lot more about, because I find it really interesting, is they used to have, and Tony can correct me, tell you what it's probably called, they used to have like gun doors here. And I think the guns used to then, we used to open the doors, the guns used to point out, I assume, and I don't know.
Yeah, there used to be parts of the rings.
Yes.
Yeah, to keep them. I've never noticed those rings before.
Well, I think it's quite nice that no one's actually taken them out.
Yeah.
You know,
I should say that some are missing.
But quite
a be another one.
There's a series of extensions at the back, which are really unpleasant. But talking to Libby in the Heritage Department, her take on it is that they're really important, even though they look really ugly, because it shows how the building changed over time. Yeah. So that was quite interesting. If we go to the end, and during because Tony shared the plans with me, so what they had here was, and it changed about 3 or 4 times, but at one point they had a massive big model in the middle, who I assume, it's part of their model room. They moved it in here. Well, I assume they actually did with their models their little testing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it was because originally the model rooms were at the 2 ends. Then, and certainly when we came in here, this was terrible because all of the floor was rotten, so we had to take all of the floor up. And what we've done is we've put a new floor down, and we built it in exactly the same construction method as the original one. Then again in the 60s, they put these seals in, of which we're going to take out and lower down.
Yeah.
But we're very pleased with it.
You know more about this building than I do now.
Well, I'm really passionate about it. So I spent like a year, looking into it,
studying it.
And certainly with this, the thing that's disappointing is that the chimneys have actually been blocked up.
Yeah.
Because when the original tin roof came off in 1965, they then put the Canada tiles, which is the asbestos tiles, on.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, which is actually very safe. You know, it's not blue asbestos, it's only white.
Yeah.
Then in '87, in the big storm, loads of the bricks on the outside were replaced. I haven't been able to find out anything about that. I was hoping that Brian would help me, but he didn't have much on that. And they replaced the roof again. So it's a... But it's quite interesting. And this used to be, when we came in here, there used to be like a doorway here, a wall here, and loads of little offices. But Glaydale actually built those as part of their... They used this for like their offices when they built the whole lot. Built these offices here, and we're just waiting to take these down. Because we don't think they had any value to the building.
No.
So literally we're going to take those out, which would be quite good.
Yeah. So in '66, not sure who was here, 4 or 5. Of course, P&EE over the other side, they had their own workshops. They were all built around the late about 59.
It'd be fantastic to find out what they actually built here. What it actually is, it's actually a concrete floor, then they bitumen the floor, and they then put rafters in here with a wooden floor attached on it. But the problem is that because we've still got leaks in the roof, all of this was just completely rotten. There used to be just up there, like a big skylight up there, which would be quite nice. And you can still kind of see it up on the corners there. Because this was lecture theatre built in 1906. Yeah. So it used to be like horseshoe shape, and you can come up and you can see where it goes up along the sides.
Yes.
Yeah. So people would sit up here, and there was a little theatre at the front there, and originally they had, again, I think in about the 1920s, they had a little stove there, and you can see where the back panel would be. So that would be the asbestos panel. Yeah, but when it came to the 60s, all of this got ripped out, and they put metal ducting in to cut that there. Yeah, you can just about see in there. Yeah, so what used to be in here was, again in the 60s, they built a whole series of little offices.
What's the nail?
Just be careful of those. So they built a whole series of offices in here in the 60s.